Okay, so tonight I'm going to make lamb chops and I'm going to make them perfect. I know it sounds like a big call, but with the price that we're paying for lamb chops, I think it's cheaper to buy gold futures because they are so expensive nowadays. Actually, they're loin chops, but you can use pretty much any chops. And I'm not going to use any oil tonight. I'm just going to use some salt and some Greek oregano. Now remember, you must buy Greek oregano. Don't worry about the other stuff. It's not even worth looking at. You gotta buy the Greek. It's pungent, it's got flavor, it's got oomph. And all I'm gonna do is sprinkle the lamb chops with the salt, both sides, but I'm just gonna show you the one for the moment. And the lamb chops are going to go into a hot pan and that's it. But you gotta watch how I'm gonna render it because this is the important bit. There's no need to add oil or anything else whatsoever because you're simply going to render all of this fat. Trust me, they come up unbelievably good. Okay, so I've got my fry pan on a medium heat. I'm warming it up. I'm not putting anything in there. As you probably know, lamb can be very fatty, and the last thing you want to do is add more oil. So this get nice and warm now. So take my nice well seasoned, must be very seasoned, very nice. And see the fat there? I'm going to lay that face down onto the pan, exactly like this. Because what I want to do is I want to render this fat, and this fat is going to give us the cooking medium. We don't need to add anything else, that's it. And in a few minutes, this will be ready and cooking. So you can hear that now starting to sizzle. And remember, because we're cooking now, as long as your hands are clean, we're going to start using the tongs in a minute. So as you can hear that now start to cook off. Got to give it a few minutes, probably 2 to 3. And then we start cooking the rest of it nice and evenly. It should be in about 15 to 20 minutes with the rest. As you can see, that's now starting to render. See that? See the oil starting to come through on the pan now. So if I don't have added oil, it would just be swimming in oil right now. And that's the last thing you want to do with a good lamb chop, especially at the freaking prices we're paying nowadays. How about these cheap $30 a kilo? Hello? Cheaper to run a GT on $30 a kilo. Here we go. Just keep an eye on them. And you can hear that going away. Beautiful. Now, as you can see that, there's now started to render. Now I lay them on their sides. Start the full cooking process. Got to respect the food, guys. Got to respect it. And a lot of people put oil and they put a lot of stuff on there and it becomes greasy and it becomes fatty. And this just comes out awesome. We want to cook it to about a medium rare, like I said, about 4 or 5 minutes on each side, and then rest it. So now flip them over, and as you can see, they're moving around nicely so they're not stuck to the bottom. And we just, again, I'm now going to turn down the heat to about 1/3 of the way, because I don't want them to be too hot. I just want them to cook off now. And as you can see in the pan, there's juices, as you can see there now coming through. That's just from the lamb itself. I have added nothing to this other than salt and Greek oregano. You must get the Greek oregano. Okay, about, like I said, 4 minutes per side. They're now almost ready, and I'm going to put them aside to rest. Take it easy, bit of R&R before we get stuck into them. And now they're resting and they're ready to go. And how good do they look? And I can guarantee you they taste better than they even look. Enjoy.